Hey everyone, this is Rob with Robert Shaw Coaching. Like many of you, I am in week 2 of social distancing and self-quarantine as we navigate this whole COVID-19 pandemic. Week 2, got to admit, a little more stress, a little more anxiety, a little more uncertainty floating around. I'm hearing that from friends. I'm hearing that from people and clients that I've worked with, and it's going to happen. It's somewhat normal for these unprecedented times that we're in. What I was hoping today was just to share 2 very simple techniques that we use when working with clients that we use to augment either the coaching or the hypnosis or the mindscaping work that we do to give them extra tools on how to manage and deal with those feelings of anxiety and worry. Right. So after these 2, we are going to do this as a series. I'll keep adding other videos as we go. But the first one has to do with posture and state. See, we've been trained or taught that, when you have all these thoughts of worry and anxiety going through your mind and you're focusing on it, that you sort of get the physical symptoms with it, maybe scrunching in, shoulders drooping, sad postures or nervous postures, very withdrawn. The same way if, teams are celebrating victory, we see arms go up and smiles, or if you're angry, there's usually a scowl and a furrowed brow, right? There's these corresponding physical states that happen with the thoughts that we're thinking. The really cool truth about that is that physical state and the mental state are actually in this continuous psychodynamic loop. What that means is that at any point in time, we can interrupt that loop either on the mental side or on the physical side and start to have an effect on the other ones. So, for example, if you are starting to feel a little bit worried, a little bit anxious, a little bit sad, a little bit nervous, you can actually get up and change your posture intentionally. Get up, go for a walk, take the dogs for a walk. We were just playing ball with the dogs a little while ago, but do something physically active, get you out of that physical state that you were in. What you'll notice by doing that is that the thoughts and the mental state that you're in start to shift over to the activity and body postures that you're exhibiting, right? It's this really cool relationship that we all have, right? You can go from sad to happy or from nervous to empowered just by changing your physical posture, the way you breathe, the way you stand, and the way you interact with the world. So if you're starting to have those feelings, get up, get moving, do something different, go for a walk. Like I said, go change that posture, change that state, and you will notice a difference. All right, the second one is with the ball. All right, so this is something that comes out of EMDR, right? Bilateral stimulation. Right, so a lot of times when we do have these thoughts, we're kind of stuck thinking with one side of our brain, and we're turning off the resources that are over here that might be able to help us process it differently. The concept of bilateral stimulation is it brings the other part of the brain online. So something as simple as picking up a ball or an object and getting a little bit of movement in your body. You kind of see I'm just doing a little bit of pacing here, but getting that going from one hemisphere to the other starts to pull those resources, unconscious resources, online, so you can really make those changes in that state by pulling those resources in. What you will notice is just after a couple minutes of doing this, and you actually start to develop this as an unconscious habit whenever you're feeling those feelings, we'll start to lower the severity from a 10 to an 8 to a 5 to a 4 to a 1, even all the way down to a 0 if you just do this long enough. Right, so there's 2 quick tips. First one, get up, change your posture, change your state, go get active, go do something, change your breathing, change your posture. Right, it will have an impact. Second one, bilateral stimulation. Get in the habit of picking something up, right, and just getting it passed from one to the other. A little note as I'm doing this, sometimes I start out just thinking about what I'm worried or concerned about. Right, and I just kind of let it go. Well, letting anxiety go, letting nervousness go, just let it go. Right, that helps me sometimes as I'm doing it. Eventually, I stop saying it, and those thoughts kind of change, and I just kind of forget about it. And all that's left is kind of me and this ball going back and forth. Right, 3-4 minutes just doing that helps. The cool thing about these 2 is if we all have family at home with us, or a lot of us have family members at home with us, and we may pick up that one of them are in one of these states. Right. Get them passing a ball back and forth with you. Hey, why don't you just toss that back and forth? Give them something in their hands and encourage or mirror this for them. Get them doing it. If you see them kind of just slumping the press, get them up, get them moving, walking, right? You can help them change their state as well. This isn't just for you. So anyway, like I said, wanted to share those 2 tips today. There's going to be more coming, and stay safe out there, and we will all get through this together. Talk to you soon.